Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad. This is the Firefighter's Financial Toolbox. I always tell you I love to get comments and questions about things that I don't know about. I had a viewer, Luke, ask me to review SFY. SFY is the SoFi Select 500 ETF, which is available if you use the SoFi app. And honestly, I didn't know much about it, so I decided it would be time to take a look and find out some more about this ETF. First thing I find, the ticker, as I said, is SFY, and it has a net expense ratio of 0, which is great, except for it has a gross expense ratio of 0.19%. Now, what it says is, in the notes, it waives the fee for at least the first year. So I don't know exactly how that works. But basically, this is a S&P 500 available on SoFi's app, and it is a proprietary ETF. It says that SoFi Select 500 ETF follows the sole active SoFi US 500 Growth Index. So you guys, this is a ETF that uses the S&P 500 more or less, but it also goes a little bit further. It's growth focused in that it says it uses a composite growth score to adjust the company's weightings in the ETF. The score takes into account sales growth, revenue growth, and the forward-looking revenue estimates of the companies, and uses companies with stronger characteristics that receive a higher weight. So basically, this is a S&P 500 growth ETF, you guys. It's nice and cheap, as I said. I like that about it a lot. It also is designed with SoFi investors in mind. So the SoFi ETF targets a higher risk return profile suitable for long-term investors who are both beginning their investment journeys and well on their way. But remember, you guys, this is one that's not going to be not really a dividend paying. This is a growth focused one. Now, it does distribute some dividends semi-annually, but because it's more growth focused, it's not going to be a lot of dividends. Okay, so let's take a look at how this thing has performed over its short lifetime. Now remember, this has only been around since 4/10 of 2019, so a little over 2 years, you guys. It's a relatively new ETF on the block. ETFs have become very popular, and everybody's coming out with new ones. Now, if we take a look at the year to date, we see that it's up about 15.48%, which is awesome. For the 1 year, it's at 43.78. Now, we are coming off the pandemic coma, so everything is up. But if we look since the inception, so over the 2+ year period, it's had a return of about 24.66%. Pretty awesome. Now, remember, past performance does not indicate how well it's going to do in the future. So don't assume just because it's kicking ass lately, it's going to continue to. But all right, let's take a look at the top 10 holdings. Now, these are companies, as you can see, are all growth. Number 1, Amazon, making up about 6%. Apple makes up 5.44%. Microsoft, just under 5.25%. Tesla, about 3.75%. Facebook, Nvidia, Google A shares, Google C shares, and those two together make up about 3.5%. Salesforce makes up a little over 1%, and PayPal. So you can see these are all growth-oriented companies that make up the line. And now, it didn't say what percentage the top 10 holdings made up. I couldn't find that. But if we take a look at the breakdown of sectors, we see that technology is almost 27%, you guys, way out in front. Second is consumer non-cyclical at about 21%. Communications, just under 20%. Followed by financials and consumer cyclical. And then you've got basic materials, energy, and utilities make up about 3.5% between the three of them. So you can see this is a definite growth-oriented ETF. I like the low cost. I would like it if it had a little bit longer history to judge how well it's going to do. But it's a new ETF. It seems to be doing very well from what we've seen. I like the idea behind it. One thing I was unable to find was whether or not you could buy this ETF if you weren't on the SoFi app. And I couldn't find that on the internet. So if any of you guys know that you can buy SFY if you are not part of the SoFi app, please let me know in the comments, because we all learn together this way. Anyway, you guys, just a really quick review of this ETF. As I said, thank you to Luke for asking me to do that. You guys, if you have any other ETFs or any other subjects in the financial space that you're interested in, whether it be ETFs, taxes, retirement, whatever, put them in the comments. I'll always try to make them for you if I can. All right, I appreciate your time. We'll see you. Thanks.